Now, let's take a look at the down the line view. Okay, again, I got my student on the left, and I got a tour player on the right, and position 1, again, is their setup position. So as I look at my student, I always look everything from the ground up. The weight's positioned very well on her feet. Her knee flex is good. She doesn't have enough spine tilt, so one thing that we work on is trying to get her spine tilt a little bit more to get her hands and arms under her body. So that's something we're looking at. As you look at our tour player on the right, his positions obviously are very good. All right, so position 1, everything here, very doable. Let's move into position 2, because this is a key position to look at from the down the line view. So I'm going to draw a few lines on here. The first one is the club shaft line. The top line is his shoulder line. The middle line is his swing plane. The same thing, obviously, down here with my student. There's the shaft line, shoulder line, swing plane. Okay. Now, we can also draw one here on the bottom. That is their stance line. So now, okay, let's start moving them back. So that's position 1. Now we're going to move into position 2. In position 2, I'm really, again, looking to see if the club stays connected to their body. And I'll explain that here as I move the tour player back. Again, this is when the club is parallel to the ground. Okay, here's where you see a huge difference. If you look at our tour player here, his left arm and the golf club are parallel to his stance line, exactly where they should be. The club is married to his hands, so his rotation is taking the club back. If you look at my student, her left arm is in a good position, but as you can see, the club head has gotten well behind her hands. She's lost connection with the club in her body as she's rotated. So her wrists are not working properly, and that's going to cause a problem. All right, now let's go to position 3, and this again is when the left arm is parallel to the ground, and the golf club should be at a 90-degree angle. You want to be somewhat parallel at this point to your swing plane line, which is the middle line. If you look at the tour player on the right, his hands are perfectly in the slot. Her hands are a little bit under her swing plane, which is causing her club to be a little bit laid off. Now as we move into position 4, the top of the backswing, you want your hands between your middle line and your top line. And if you look at our tour player here, he is in absolutely perfect position. His hands are right in the middle. Hers are a little bit on the bottom line, which they would be based on the fact that she was below the line on the last swing. So her hands are a little bit too far behind her, which has her right elbow a little behind her body too, which can cause you to get stuck. Let's move back into position 5 now. This again is when the left arm is parallel to the ground, and this is where your club should be on your swing plane line. As you can see, our tour player on the right clearly, his golf club is on his swing plane, and my student on the left is a little bit under the swing plane, and that's kind of what's been working the whole time. Position 6 should be a mirror image of where we want to be in position 2. So here, if you look at our tour player on the right, it's perfect. He's parallel with the club and his left arm to his stance line and target line. If you look at my student here on the left, here's where she started to make a little headway. She's got the club in a little better position here. It's a little behind her, and you can see her right elbow's a little behind her too, but she turns and opens her hips very quickly to get out of the way, so that's how she makes that work. If you look at the tour player, arms are out in front of his body. He's clearly got room, so he doesn't need to clear his hips as quickly. Let's go to impact. Okay, a lot of noticeable differences here. If you look at the tour player, his right heel is slightly off the ground. His knee is driving towards the target. If you look at my student on the left, her hips have fully rotated. Her heel is completely already off the ground because she clears very, very quickly. And again, this allows her to get out of the way so she's not stuck. It works for her. We're working on getting that better, but this does work for her, and that's what she does to get to impact. Tour player, again, he's right where you want to be. Let's move into position 8. Position 8, you can't see as much from this view, of course, because the club's in front of the body. But what I really look for in position 8 is I should not be seeing any of the left elbow coming outside the body, and you don't see that on either one. They both keep their arms moving with their body to the target, and they're not collapsing their left arm through impact. Position 9 is where you're going to see complete follow-through. And if I look at both of them, the big thing I look at, I should see the bottom of their right shoe facing us, which you clearly do. The hands have fully rotated around their body. The hips have totally cleared. She's in fairly good position there, and he's obviously a tour player, so he's in great position, but hers is very, very well done as well. So these are the 9 positions that we look at that are keys. And again, there's no perfect golf swing. Everybody has a little bit different motion. So I always say positions 1 through 3 are very, very similar. I always call 4, 5, and 6 your swing DNA. That's what your body allows you to do based on the things we talked about earlier. As we get into 7, that's universal. Great impact is great for anyone that plays the game of golf. And 8 and 9 are just merely what's happening from 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are some of the things we look at when we do video work, when I give a video lesson. We break it down, make sure you understand it. I get you your swings so you can look at them. We talk about them as we continue to monitor your progress. I want to throw a shout out to my student on the left, Emma Richardson, for helping me out here so we had something to compare it to. She's a freshman golfer at Hillgrove High School. She works very hard, and she's playing as the second golfer as a freshman over there and doing very, very well. So again, thank you, Emma. I enjoy working with the V1 software. If you are interested in the app, I will put the link in the description below. It's a V1 teaching software, and I'd be more than happy and honored to give you the opportunity to work with me on your golf swing so we can make you better. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like what you saw, please tell your friends about it so they can log on and learn. Again, J.R. Ross, Director of Instruction, PGA member here at the Dogwood Golf Academy. Thank you.